Welcome in.
Hello,
How are you today?
I'm good, thank
Good.
you.
Welcome. Hey, Kim, how are you? We're going to start in the chair today. Hey, Kim, but we'll also stand. That's optional. It's always optional. And you can do everything that I'm doing while you're still seated. But we'll start in the chair and then we'll stand. Today, I want to kind of focus on a more grounding practice, a more earth-centered practice. Um, in yoga, we have the elements of earth, we have water, we have air, we have fire, we have ether. And Tuesday, the 22nd, is actually Earth Day. So I thought I would kind of bring in a grounding practice for us. And before I go back to sit down, I'm going to show you the hand mudra that we will use for our relaxation at the end of class. And it's called Prithvi Mudra. You take your thumb and you just touch it to your ring finger, and you lay your hands on your thighs with the palms facing up. In yoga, the thumb is the fire element, the ring finger is the earth element. So we're bringing some warmth, some fire to the earth element today. I'll meet you back on the chair. So as we begin, I want you to really feel your body, starting with your feet. Become very present in the sensation, especially on the soles of the feet. And you can push your feet around on the floor like you're trying to leave a footprint, and maybe let your imagination take you out there on the earth someplace where you'd maybe rather be, and your feet are connecting to the earth. Feel that connection, that sense of being supported by the earth. And then feel your hands on your thighs. We're just going to rub our hands up and down the thighs, feeling the solid body. We call this the Annamaya Kosha. There are different layers of us in yoga philosophy, yoga thinking. And this is Annamaya Kosha. This is the food body. It's fed by food. This is the solid body that we can feel. And then sit up nice and tall, maybe using your imagination again, being out there in the sunshine. Here in Ohio, it's sunny today, but it's still a little cool. Feeling the warmth of the sun on the crown of the head. Feeling the sense of connection to the earth through the feet. Feeling the stability and the trust that comes with being grounded, allowing you to grow and rise up, reach. Feeling the breath coming in through the nose and feeling the breath leave the nose. Notice the sensations with the breath. And notice the movement of the physical body, wherever that is for you today as you're breathing. And maybe as you're focusing on the breath, you're still a little antsy. The mind is still wanting to go someplace else. Maybe a nice deep inhale with a sigh. Let it go. A couple more like that. Breathe it in. Let it all go. Empty. Make space for the present moment right now. So, feeling that connection through the feet once again, I want you to reach up with your hands and spread the fingers wide. Maybe a yawn here, or maybe you reach a little higher with one arm and then the other. And then reaching up as you inhale, think to yourself or even say out loud, I am. And then as you exhale, you're going to fold forward, push the hands down the thighs, folding down towards the earth, and think or say here. And then sitting up again, reaching up, I am. Big inhale. Here. Folding forward. Let's do three more like that. Inhale, reach up, I am. Here. Two more. Spread those fingers, wiggle the fingers here. One more, inhale, reaching up. This time, bring the hands together in Anjali Mudra, prayer hands. Exhale, bring the hands home to the heart. Pausing here with the hands right in front of the heart. Again, noticing the breath, feeling that connection through the feet to the earth, through the sky, through the crown of the head. You're halfway, that connector between heaven and earth, right here at the heart. Remember that the chakras that are above the heart, the three chakras that are above the heart, are more ethereal, more spiritual, more upward lifting sense with energy. And the three chakras below are more earth, more grounding, more aponic energy. Now let's bring the arms open wide, but we're going to have them in the shape of a goalpost. We call this goddess in yoga. And let's bring the legs open wide here too. So we'll come into a chair goddess. The legs are going to stay still, and we're just going to bring the arms forward as you exhale. As you inhale, bring the arms back to in line with the armpits, but maybe you come back further. Bringing the shoulder blades close to the spine. Exhale, maybe start to round the spine here. Inhale, bring the forearms to the level of the shoulders, the armpits, but go back now. Maybe the heart lifts, the gaze lifts, the palms lift. Exhale, round the back. So if we were standing, this would be called spinal cord breathing. We're opening up the spine. Feel the movement of the physical body as you just move through this simple movement. Exhale, you round. Bring the forearms towards each other. Maybe the spine moves a little deeper with each repetition. Maybe the heart lifts a little higher, the gaze is higher. Let's do 2 more each way. And then be curious about the sit bones here. Feel the movement as you come into these spinal movements, flexion and extension. Feel how you kind of roll across the sit bones. They're like a rocking chair rung, and you can really feel that here. And then bring your hands down to your knees. And rest your hands on your knees this time. And let's do some simple shoulder rolls. Forward and up. Back and down. Go slow. This one always feels good in my body, especially if I've been sitting for a while, rounded forward with some device in front of me or in my lap, or maybe some hobby, some reading. Let's iron out the kinks in the shoulders. Now go the other way. Go back and up, forward and down. Feel the bones of the collarbones, the shoulder blades moving. And then come to stillness. Pause here for a couple breaths. Just notice, has anything changed? Changed in the physical body, in the breath body. 2 more breaths. Now in your chair, and I think you can see me well enough to do this, I'm going to bring you into a chair modification of a warrior 2. So I just shifted to the right. I turned to the right. My right thigh is on the chair. I'm going to hang on to the chair, and this left leg can just reach out long, wherever it's comfortable for you. And I've got my foot angled so the sole of my foot's on the floor. My leg kind of looks like a hockey stick. So I turn to the right, but now I'm all set up in the lower body. I can turn my torso towards the computer, my arms, or facing forward of your chair. My arms are out wide, shoulders, drop those shoulders down. Take your gaze now to the right wrist. Breathe, warrior, feel that connection to the earth through the soles of the feet, but also the palms of the hands, drawing up energy from the earth. Breathing in, breathing out. 2 more breaths like this. Feel the power of the warrior. 1 more. I'm going to lean towards the right. I'm leaning. And then this right forearm is going to come to the right thigh. This is a modified side angle. Now the left hand, I'm going to sweep that left arm down towards the floor like I'm trickling my fingers through a cool body of water, and then I'm bringing my arm up by my ear. Once again, my chest will face forward. I can take my gaze under the left arm. So I have warrior one legs, and this is an extended side angle, so I'm leaning, I'm hinging at the right hip space. Take a big breath into the left ribs. Feel the stability. You're grounded, you're reaching, you're firm, you're solid. Confidence. And then cartwheel the arms back up to warrior two. Pause here for a breath or two, feeling the warrior. One more breath. Now take your hands right to the tops of your thighs, and we're going to take this to the other side. So shift yourself around. I'm turning my body so I face the left side of my chair. My left thigh, it's on the chair. Now my right leg is going to reach behind me or maybe off a little to the side. Now everything's looking towards my left thigh. Well, I have my legs set, so let's spin the torso so it faces forward. Reach out with both arms. Look at your left wrist. Drop your shoulders away from your ears, but reach upward through the crown of the head. Breathe. Notice where you feel the breath in this shape. Feel the power of the warrior. Warrior two. Virabhadrasana two. Two more breaths. Now we're going to take this to side angle. So I'm just going to take this left hand and reach, 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 fold my forearm. Lightly touch the thigh. So you're not laying your weight on your forearm. It's just a little balance. This right hand, we're going to trickle the hand down towards the earth, like a little pool of water down there. Bring the arm up by the ear. Turn the chest so it faces forward. Take the gaze under the right arm. And breathe. Extended side angle. Two more breaths. Now look down at the floor as you rotate those arms and come back to warrior two. Shoulders heavy, crown of the head light. Spread your fingers. Reach in both directions. Breathe. Now take your hands to the tops of the thighs, and we're going to come back to the original seat that we started in. And as you inhale, reach up. I am. As you exhale, forward fold, smoothing the hands down towards the earth here. Let's do two more like that. Inhale, I am. Reach up. Here. One more, I am. Bring the hands together in Anjali Mudra and hands home to the heart. Once again, pausing to feel the connection to the earth, feel the support from the earth. And at the same time, we're free to reach and grow. Breathe. Lots of space in the chest to breathe. Two more breaths. And then release your arms down to your sides. So I'm going to bring you into a seated tree pose, and then we will stand and also do a tree pose. Scoot towards the front edge of your chair. So you're definitely not leaning against the back of the chair, and you can kind of feel your sit bones kind of right on the edge. I'm going to take my hands to the seat of the chair, roll my shoulders up, back, and down. Extend the right leg out long. Keep the toes flexed towards the shin. Now I'm going to take my left ankle and kind of hook it over my right ankle. So I'm in a seated tree pose. My left knee is open. My right leg is long. Both knees are bent a bit, especially that right knee. You don't want to hyperextend the knee here. Now, once you set your foundation, reach up. Arms are up here like the branches of a tree. Spread the fingers wide. And maybe you sway a little bit here, side to side. Eyes can be opened or closed. And then bring the hands together in Anjali Mudra. Look up at your thumbs and bringing your hands back home to the heart. Return the feet. So the ankles are under the knees. 2 more times, we're going to go, I am here. 1 more, I am here. Now bring your arms up, hands come together, passing the heart, and take the hands to the seat of the chair again, rolling the shoulders up, back, and down. Extend the left leg out long. I'm going to draw the toes towards the shin. I'm just going to open my right knee and place my ankle. It could be on your shin. You could kind of tuck your foot down there, stack one foot on the other. Just bring that right knee out. So a little external rotation of the right leg. Left leg's just nice and long. Now let's bring the arms up. Let's look up this time, reaching towards the sky. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Breathe. 2 more breaths. Now bring your hands together slowly. Feel the touch. Watch your thumbs as you return your hands home to the heart. And bring the ankles underneath the knees. 1 more time. I am here. Swing the arms out and up. And hands home to the heart. So we'll repeat those shapes in a standing posture. Feel free to remain in your chair and just do everything we've done already in the chair. I'm going to stand in front of my chair so you can see what I'm doing. So standing in front of my chair, I'm going to step my feet wide. And I'll bring my arms out, kind of like warrior 2 arms here. I want my ankles to be roughly underneath my wrists. So you can flop the wrists around and look down at the wrists. And then forget about the arms. Bring the hands down. Slide your fingers right up to the tops of your thigh bone. I'm going to turn the toes out and bring the heels in. So my toes just turned out. Now I'm going to sit like I'm going to sit. I'm not going to sit down. This is called goddess pose. But in Qigong, I like the term better. It's horse riding stance. So sit down like you're going to sit on a horse. Now bring your arms up in that goddess shape. And let's just bring the forearms forward. Touch. Inhale, open. Lift the heart, lift the gaze. So a little more balance here, a little more strength in the legs. Going back and forth. Rounding the back as you bring your forearms forward. Nice back bend as you open up, lifting the heart, lifting the gaze. Let's do 3 more each way. 1, 2, and 3. Now bring your arms back to a neutral position in your goal post, your goddess arms. And as you inhale, straighten the legs, straighten the arms. Reach, 5-pointed star. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And then hands come to heart. Now parallel your feet. So if you're in the chair, you can just keep your feet open wide and the knees open wide. You probably won't have to make a change. But I want you to take the hands right to the tops of the thighs again and hinge at the hip. Only until your heart is parallel to the floor. Same thing with you in the chair. I want you to take your hands to your thigh bones. We're going to push the thighs either down if you're in the chair or back if you're standing, lengthening the spine. Breathe. If you're standing with me, actively pull the legs away from each other. You'll feel muscles in the legs engage. 2 more breaths. Now bend the knees a bit and come to stand. Keep your legs just like they are. Bring your arms up. Reach. Bring the hands back home to heart. Anjali Mudra. Right leg. I want you to externally rotate the right leg. Bring your arms out in the shape of a T. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. Take your gaze to your right wrist and then look down at your right foot. Bend into the right knee. Now look up at the right wrist, a standing warrior two. So if you're in your chair, you'll just be seated like we were when we did this in the chair. Breathe. Feel the power of the warrior. Now from here, I'm going to add a little something. I want you to take the left hand and point the thumb down. Bend the elbow and bring that hand behind you. This is called a half bind. Now take your right hand, flip your palm, swoop that palm up. You come into a side bend here, looking under the right arm towards the sky. This is called peaceful warrior. Take a big breath. Where do you feel it? Can you still feel the connection to the earth through your feet, that power, that stability? Now come back to warrior two. Side angle, we're going to lean to the right. Right forearm lightly touches right thigh. Left hand, sweep it down like you're trickling your hand through water. Arm comes by the ear. Look under the arm towards the sky. Breathe. Now, if you want more core work, you can bring both arms out like you're holding a beach ball. 2 more breaths. And then if you got your beach ball, lift it up overhead. And straighten the legs. Take the hands to the tops of the thighs. Feet are parallel. Let's hinge at the hips, fold forward. Hands to the thigh bones. Push them either down if you're in the chair or back. And feel that lengthening of the spine, decompressing the spine, telescoping the spine. Bend your knees a bit. Push the hands into the thighs. Come back up. We're going to externally rotate the left leg. Bring your arms out, shape of a T. Drop the shoulders. Look down at your left foot. Bend into the left knee. Tracking right down the center of the foot, then lift your gaze. Reach in both directions. Spread the fingers. Breathe. So another alternative for peaceful warrior, you can take this right hand and just let it come to rest on your right thigh. Flip the left palm, and as you come into a side bend, the right hand just skims down the leg. I like a half bind. I think it keeps my chest a little more open. Look under your left arm towards the sky. Peaceful warrior. And then back to warrior two. Side angle. We'll lean, 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 lean. Forearm lightly touches the thigh. Right hand, trickle that hand right down through a nice pool of water. Bring your arm by your ear. Look up under your arm. Feel the work of the legs. If you want to hold your beach ball, you'll feel the work of the core. We'll hold for 3 more breaths. Now lift your beach ball. Straighten your leg, parallel the legs. Let's heel toe the feet back underneath us. And if you're in your chair, you can just bring your knees in front of your hips and your ankles underneath your knees. Reaching up, I am. As you exhale, smooth the hands down the legs, coming into a forward fold here. Swing the arms out and up, I am. Here, folding forward. One more, I am. Bring hands together, hands home to heart. Pause here just for a couple breaths, maybe 3 or 4. And if you're standing with me, sway a little bit. Feel that connection to the earth, swaying like bamboo in the wind. At the same time, feel the earth rise up to support you. Reaching up towards the sky, towards that yang energy of the sky, feeling the sunshine on the crown of the head. And feeling that deep yin energy of the earth through the feet. Now, if you're not already in a seated position, come to your chair again. And we'll do a little, just a little guided breath meditation with our mudra. Remember, Prithvi mudra. So thumb is fire, ring finger is earth. You're just going to touch the tips of the fingers together. Lay your hands on your lap so your palm faces up. Your little finger and your pointer finger, your middle finger are just extended in a comfortable way. Feel the connection to the earth through the feet. Feel the connection to the sun, to the sky, through the crown of the head. Bringing awareness now to your bones, the bones of your feet. Feel the bones of the feet, that solid structure. Now feel your shin bones, long, thin shin bones. And feel your kneecaps and your thigh bones, big, strong thigh bones. And the pelvis and the spine from the tailbone clear up to the skull. Noticing the ribs, the front, the sides, and the back of the rib cage. Protecting the heart and the lungs. Feel the collarbones and the shoulder blades, the upper arms, the forearms, the fingers and the hands. Feel the skull, the bones of the face, the jaw. Feel the entire body, the skeleton, the bones of support. Bones are strong and support us just like the earth supports us. And we can soften into that, relax into that. And think to yourself these last few breaths together, I am fully present in my physical body, and I'm feeling peaceful, supported, calm, present. Completely present in my physical body, feeling peaceful, supported, strong, and present. So start to deepen your breath, wiggle the toes, wiggle the fingers, move the physical body. Any way that feels right. Create some sensation to draw your mind here. And bring your hands to your heart. Big breath in and out. May you have peaceful thoughts, peaceful words, a peaceful heart, and a peaceful world. Namaste. Thank you all.
Thank you. Have a great rest of your week.
Thank you too, Jacqueline. See you next week.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Take care.
You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.